What the fuck did I? Dude, I just pulled up like a quick select wheel for my soundboard. How did I do that? I did it again.
Yet again, the free market prevails.
How did I do that?
Yet again, the free market prevails.
I'm kind of tweaked. Jesus, mother
Where's
of God.
that sound? Where'd it
Okay.
come from?
It's the soundboard. Okay. Apparently, the last time it got sacked was about 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I will make it happen a fifth time.
That's it. Fourth. There was only 3 on the list.
No, there's 4.
Was there? Give me a second. Wikipedia, be my sword and shield.
Yet again, the free market prevails.
Stop! I don't mean to click that. I'm only seeing 3. I'm just gonna take your word for it. Jesus.
The first one was the Persian invasion, it says, and the last one was the destruction by the Visigoths.
Oh, I don't think Visigoths was popping up on my list. So I don't know when that one was, but probably
96 AD.
Okay, so yeah. That's the one I was missing. That's still 1,000 years ago.
I'm gonna deafen real quick to record something.
What was it?
I'm gonna deafen so I can record something.
No.
Alright.
Cool. Crazy. Just a little something. That's pretty cool, I guess. I like the color on it. Uh-oh, somebody left. I don't like that. What is that, flesh? Baseball? I think that's skin. That's pretty hard. I like that. Animated. Okay, now that is hard. That's hard. Jaeger Black Ice. I've heard around town that's more than acceptable. That's pretty cool. Is it that's the AK? Am I tripping? That's Waking? I had the Black Ice for that. That's pretty cool. Got the free Jaeger. Too bad it's never seen a light of day, bro. Too bad. Got the Black Ice, you know what I'm saying? Doop? Not Waking? Playing Valorant?
No, I didn't mean to quit that.
Thunderbird. I think I just got the Black Ice for this. No, I got the flesh skin. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's alright. I got some for Legion though. Not weapon skin. See, we're talking. I like getting stuff for the people I use. A banana? Kicking? Banana. Whoa. Just got the Black Ice for this, but this is kind of cool. I like it. And don't give me no cards. I don't want the card. cards, brother. I'll be honest. Straight up with you. That's pretty cool. The F2, the old F2, eh? Fresky. I mean, this is it right here. This is it right here. Wait, where'd it go? I was gonna keep it. Did it just open it? That's tough. Well, I'm pretty satisfied. I was just gonna keep it. Keep it forever. I was going. Blocker. Weapon skins. Okay. Got that. Where'd it go? There it is. Look at that. Beauty. Good night. That's actually kind of sick. One's moving though. I never played Cali ever. Never played her. I don't think. I think this. Not this. I know about the racing. That's pretty OG or whatever. Like, I don't know. Pretty nostalgic, whatever it is. Yo yo.
Guess I'll do feudal nobility. Yo yo yo.
Don't be
What's
scared.
good, my guy?
Don't be scared.
My guy. Why are
I'm
you scared?
so scared.
Don't
all
be
the
scared.
time.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Be scared, brother.
I'm always scared.
Why does it look like that?
Huh?
Shut your mouth.
Political landscape of Italy. Yeah, we know about this. I don't care.
Hold
we don't
on.
care about Italy unless we own it.
Man, I just got so much money for free.
Close
Yo,
your
must be
eyes.
nice
Shut
being
your
the
mouth.
richest damn country on the continent.
All I had to do was give up my claim to Poland, and they gave me 300 ducats.
That's it. Is not worth.
Ducats?
You could have got
Ducats.
so much more than 300 ducats out of a war with Poland.
Ducats?
Yeah, but I'd have to fight Hungary at this and Lithuania, and I don't feel like doing that. Instead, I just took all that money, and I'm currently building 11 tailors.
Okay, Lithuania, not that big of a problem, but Hungary, I understand.
Yeah, Hungary is 24,000 men. Actually, they are smaller than me. I could beat Hungary to death with a soap and a soap bar and a sock.
Ducat?
Okay. I might be making a gratuitous mistake because I'm building hella buildings right now. So we're gonna see if this comes back to bite me.
As long as you have the RGOs to supply them, and then the market to make profit off of it, then I think that sounds like a good idea.
No,
I got a pretty good market.
No profit. Don't do the profit.
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen, we love it.
Does
Ibuprofen?
anyone have any ibuprofen? I got a headache.
I got ibuprofen, but I also ibuprofen. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke, and I completely
ibuprofen.
Wow.
fucked up the- I was gonna make a joke and I completely fucked up the pronunciation, and I give up now.
Yeah, you
You'll never
don't
know what the
say.
joke was.
Wow.
You'll never
No,
know what the joke was.
Wow. Holy shit. How do I produce fish? I
Produce?
produce fish? I'm
Produce?
landlocked.
So when a mommy fish and a daddy fish really love each other,
Whoa.
they
Yeah,
they
but
make
I'm
magic.
landlocked.
Let's lock in.
So
Oh,
when
there's a fish province in the south.
Bro said I'm landlocked, I have no fish, and then found fish.
I found fish in the land in
Vish.
Chillin.
You didn't know about
I
the
guess they're-
mermaids? And the mermaids,
I guess
they can walk.
they're
They have
getting it
legs now.
out of like a nearby river or something. I don't know. I've
River?
been saying.
Yeah, no, yeah, the local village people tell you they found fish where there's no water. Don't question it. They promise it's fish. It's not human. You know what I mean? You just don't question it.
Yeah, it's Shadow over Innsmouth right now. It's actually fish people.
They're actually fishing for people. You know what I mean?
Fishing for people.
They catfish them with like ads that say, you know, hot peasants 1 mile near you, and then they just
Hot
catch
peasants. Hot peasants. Yeah, hot commodity, those peasants.
them. Hot peasants near you, ready to tumble. Yeah, tumble and shag.
I have good news. Lithuania is getting emulsified.
That's good. Sounds like it's sounding more and more like you should have took that war instead of 300 ducats.
Yeah, well, Hungary is the bigger problem between the two of them.
You just said you're bigger than them, and you could have beat them with a
Not
water
them
assault.
and Poland.
I mean,
Anyway, the one game that I break
sounds
my
like a
alliance
Spanish
with the
game.
Teutons, they begin to emulsify the Lithuanians.
Yep,
It's
should have kept
delightful.
them. Sounds like you're just
Nope,
making a lot of mistakes this game.
Man, I will actually just beat you to death with a fucking sock full of shit.
Black. What?
What's your great power score right now? That's what I want to know. What place are you in the world?
It's not about how big your stick is, it's about how you use it.
Uh-huh.
It's not about the size of the wave, it's about the motion in the ocean, you know what I mean?
You're not in the ocean.
I literally am.
You're in the Mediterranean Sea. A sea is not an ocean. You fool.
A sea is an ocean, they're the same thing.
No, they ain't. A sea is a body of water
A legendary one.
that is distinctly not an ocean, but is still quite big.
Wow, that definition was so descriptive. Definitely.
Yeah,
use
well,
words.
guess what? Listen, man, ask a fucking ecologist or whatever what a sea is, and you'll get like 3 different responses.
Yo, stop tweaking.
I'm
He's
gonna
tweaking.
tweak to death, brother.
Don't
That's how
tweak.
I'm gonna die tweaking.
Don't die tweaking, brother. Die
I'm
trying.
gonna die tweaking. Yeah, I'm gonna die trying not to tweak to death.
So apparently there's no difference between oceans and seas. Seas are just smaller.
Kill yourself. So hold on. There is no difference, but the difference is that one is smaller. Okay.
Yeah, your point.
Those contradict each other. Those are directly different statements. They don't
Those-
follow from each other.
It's not like a sea is enclosed piece of water. It's not an enclosed body of water. It doesn't
Well, I
have to
know the
be.
Mediterranean isn't enclosed. There's Gibraltar.
Exactly. Gibraltar.
The Strait of Gibraltar.
Yeah. Who cares about Gibraltar? Gibraltar is
What the fuck
nobody.
is your problem?
My problem is you mentioned Gibraltar, and I hate Gibraltar.
Just give me an alliance.
I have PTSD from a battle I had a long time ago.
Never mind.
Before.
Don't take that alliance, actually. Just say no.
I was. Oh, okay. I'll ignore you. Decline.
My Diplo capacity is not. It doesn't tell you how much Diplo capacity you have to like what an alliance takes. You know.
Well,
But,
now
that
you
would have put me over.
screwed things up because now that I had to decline your offer, your country is gonna be mad at me.
I don't know. I don't think so. Requirements not met. Oh yeah, I'm pissed.
Told you.
Man.
You're making a lot of mistakes this game, man.
Hey, kill yourself. I don't hate you that much. It's minus 30. It's okay.
That's a
you know
lot.
what you know who you should really be worried about is Naples, who's at minus 134.
Oh yeah, no, I'm dying. I accepted that. When I seen how much they hated me when the game started, I was like, oh shit.
They're in a union with Hungary.
Yeah, I try to marry my kids off for alliances, but I'm not sure that's gonna save me.
You have a guarantee from Aragon and the Pope.
Oh, wonderful. Pope loves me. It's because I'm Italian.
The Pope does not love me. That might have something to do with the fact that I instituted a religious decree that says that I'm better than him. so that might be related.
That definitely makes Pope mad.
Yeah.
Big P, he don't like that.
Yeah, he got his hat is too big. All right.
Yeah, you know.
It's not my problem. You see that military score, that 13 military score?
That is horrendous.
He ain't got shit.
Definitely not a battle. He's definitely not a battle pope. That's for sure. Do not put that nigga in the field of battle.
Get him away from there.
This nigga knows nothing.
He knows nothing.
He doesn't. This man doesn't know the difference between a freaking sword and an axe.
Imagine.
Knowledge is chasing him, but he is faster.
Tweak all day.
That's really good. I like that. I'm gonna use that on someone.
Thank you. I learned it from Nigerians. They have insane sayings.
Oh yeah, they do. That's a new one though. I haven't heard that from them. Knowledge is chasing them, but he is faster. He run from knowledge like lion.
That sounds way more like Ugandan than Nigerian.
I only know Ugandan. I don't know Nigerian. I know Ugandan from the memes. I was literally about to say that. It's the only reason why I know that accent is, do you know the way? I know the way.
What are you like? I'm pretty sure she's Nigerian. That guy.
This is why I struggle with this.
Why are you on it? What are you doing?
The Ugandan one is easy for me because they talk so slow.
Wall is reinforced!
Keep the accent while talking fast, and that was hard.
It's difficult for me to parse out Ugandan and a Nigerian, not Nigerian, a Ugandan and Jamaican. It's hard for me to separate those out, despite them not being the same at all.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
I was like, in my head, like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? That's so different.
Same with Scottish and Russian. I can't. Eventually, it devolves into one or the other.
That's an my life.
I've never been good at accents. I can hear the difference. I just can't do it. Like, you know, myself.
Russian and Ugandan are the best accents that I can imitate. Russian
do.
probably goes first.
I can do.
Loading new mag!
Which is what I do for Rykard and Frida.
I don't know
Is
what
there-
it's like, I'm not gonna lie. I only know of one Czech person that I've ever seen in my life. He's a YouTuber, and he doesn't ever speak Czech. He speaks English. It's really nice.
I only know it because I.
Enemy located. One friendly remaining. Mission failed. All friendly.
Kind of keep your mouth a little bit narrower, but you do still speak in that kind of like back of the palate kind of thing that you do for Russian.
Mhm.
You just
Yeah.
don't open your mouth as much.
Also, another thing that helps me do Russian, what helps me sound more Russian is that Russians like to kind of do this like fake R rolling, even like rolling an R where there is no R on some words.
Yeah.
That's also something I probably learned how to do my Russian from
Ready to engage Op 4.
Call of Duty and GTA, the main character. Nico Television.
Reloading!
Serbian, yeah. Wait, Serbian? He's Serbian?
You said Nico
10
Bellic?
seconds.
Yeah, Nico Bellic, yeah. Serbian's not Slav,
Bomb located by Op 4.
Yeah, they're South Slav. Yeah.
Okay.
Serbians, Bulgarians, Croats, Bosnians. Yeah, so Slav is kind of, it's a very large language. Everything from Czech to Polish to Russian to Serbian to Bulgarian is all Slav.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more just most of the. I thought they were mostly just all like north.
Passing it. 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
You're already rival to me. And they're also an enemy team too. Being an enemy of someone also gives you a CB on them, or it gives you an ability to make a CB.
I guess Tunis would work.
Morocco is really weak right now. That probably could work. I mean, like, because they're allied to Tunis is my point. But try to get an alliance with Aragon and just make use of that.
I guess Tlemcen.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing this location.
You
Yeah,
want to
but
be
you-
like that? There's one positive reason, and you have -15.
That's not bad for some simulations.
State.
That will make them
papal
okay.
seat, the
10
papal
seconds
bull
to
will
insertion.
only be in effect when government agents approve it. Yeah, that
5
has a
seconds
lot of
before
bad
insertion.
effects and different threats.
It is actually, it's really good.
Proceed to
There's
bomb
a lot of-
location
there's
and
a lot of
defuse
crown
it.
power that just makes them okay you, which is why I'm actively improving relations with them.
Reloading!
Drone activated.
Loading new mag!
Infiltrating their camp. Got their info. Online and active. Op 4 eliminated.
He died like a dog. And guy's a genuine lunatic. And we elected him again after that. Die like a dog.
I bombed him. I bombed him.
I bombed him.
He didn't see it coming. No one did.
I didn't even see it coming. I forgot I told him to do that.
Geeked or locked in?
Listening to him talk. Listening to him
didn't-
talk
Friendly
is
drone
more
deployed.
entertaining.
Op 4 is
It
reinforcing
really
this
is.
location.
If only everything he said wasn't the most evil thing I've ever heard. Every time. I'm curious about that I just thought of? So in
What?
the D&D campaign, we were talking about like the sparring match between Torres and like he wanted to fight Frida, right?
10
That
seconds
was what he
before
wanted to do.
insertion.
Yeah, he kind of did. but
Insertion
it
in
was-
5 seconds.
He kind of got pressured into it.
Hmm.
Not pressured
You've
out,
located a bomb. Make
like,
your way to its location and defuse it.
It was like a cultural kind of like this seems like the thing I have.
into it. Because she's of higher station,
Oh.
it's not something that he finds appropriate.
One op 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated.
It's that he thinks anything is possible. Because of the little bit of knowledge he gained from seeing her mobility and stuff. He, from the first time meeting her, he does feel the odds are not in his favor, but he thinks that, you know, anything can happen. If she lets her guard down and I'm underestimated, I can take advantage of that situation and win,
I see.
you know.
Now, do you, Atreides, think that Torres can win?
No, hell no.
All right, that's about what I expected.
You made it pretty obvious in the beginning that she is not something in our reach.
Shit, I will say I'm not gonna spoil exactly like what her stats are, but like, you know, man to man, I'm gonna look you in the eye and I'm gonna say it's fucking goofy, brother. Like I haven't broken any rules, but the fact that I had to say that, you know, like kind of tells itself.
Yeah,
She's pretty goofy. Monks are pretty broken.
Yeah, I've noticed her power level at the very start. And then you only fleshed out how strong she was and hinted even more in the visions and then the other information you've been giving, saying she's undefeated and stuff. Like,
You know, I will
it's
say
hard. I'd be stupid if I didn't realize that I couldn't win.
I will say, I did think it was interesting.
drone deployed.
I
Op 4
described
is
her as
reinforcing its
being
location.
like gangly and tall, like I think 9 feet tall, taller than Torres. Yeah, I was kind of surprised there wasn't. I don't say if I ever talk about a D&D class, I never say anything to like try to like push you in the direction of doing what I'm talking about. But I will say that as me as a person, I was surprised that there wasn't more conversation about what the fuck that was about.
10 seconds before insertion.
About what specifically? The spawn?
5 seconds to
About
insertion.
her being warped to such a degree.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it. Protected at all costs. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful. Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Hi.
All right. How's you going, Gringo?
Hey.
Hey.
What's up? Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're
Thank you,
welcome.
man. Thank you.
That's not. That's not the one I wanted.
Oh,
That's the one I wanted.
that's peak. That right there, that's peak. Oh yeah.
Let's see, what else do I have?
Be ready to eliminate
went
hostiles.
I don't know. Shit.
You don't have to lie, man. It's okay.
He's dead. I'm afraid to tell you, he's dead as hell.
What? Can you believe? Can you believe that?
Yeah, man. Crazy.
Insane, bro. It's actually nuts. What we go through, you know.
Down to 10
Menu.
seconds.
I don't speak French.
5 seconds and counting.
Well, that's actually too bad.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Vaguely ominous. Why is it too bad? You say that as if it's a foregone conclusion.
You have a problem?
145.
Shit right now.
5 beat.
Just speak clearly.
I am, brother. Walk in.
I'm on that. Benchy's ready.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna do it right here, right now. Gun
Why?
in my mouth. Feels like the thing to do.
We're in the walls.
We have to destroy the walls.
We're actually in the walls. I'm so scared.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Why am I so bored about listening to them do this? It's also not the one. I don't think I have one that's relevant.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Ow.
Mission
Ow.
failed. All friendlies.
My bad. Had a deafen.
Huh?
I had to deafen.
But why?
Lock in.
Trey's back.
I
Back
see that.
again.
Trey should leave once more, I'm afraid.
Okay, alright. Later. Talk to
No,
you later, bro.
no, I swear to God, you will die. I will just fucking kill you.
But you told me to leave.
Yeah. Ever heard of something called a bit numbnuts?
Ever heard of something called autism?
No, actually, never have.
It's pretty acoustic of you.
Acoustic?
That's okay.
That's a slur, bro. I'm gonna have to report you, I think. Yeah.
You're gonna hear a
Be ready to
single
eliminate
gunshot,
hostiles.
and you'll never hear from me.
That's pretty acoustic of you.
Acoustic? Alright, watching.
Get it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm reloading.
I'm ready for this other side. Hello, funny thing.
Down to 10 seconds.
What am I hearing?
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located the bomb. Op 4, last stop standing. Op 4 eliminated. Successful.
You got me.
Huh?
Got your trap. Close your eyes, shut your mouth.
Dream, 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 dream.
I see skies of green. Green?
Red better too.
Green? Green?
I see you.
Green? Green?
Then I look at myself.
Green? Green?
You know, France is whooping England's ass right now. Like it's pretty bad. Well, I mean, at the time, actually, England should be winning this first phase.
What is
Not
happening
so
in my
much.
ears?
You know, in 1444, England owns Normandy.
Almost
They're not.
winning a war. Almost winning a war is not winning a war.
You know, that's the crazy part. England did win for a little bit. They were able to cement. I think it was who was it? I forget one of the Henrys. They were able to get into the
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4
and it
is
lasted about
reinforcing
as
its
long as he
location.
lived. And then when he died, it all went to shit.
Yep.
Some might say the war was unwinnable, actually.
I mean, it's France.
Yeah, all the more reason you think you'd be able to slap some shit. There's measles in Paris.
Measles?
It's the reason why you can't. You can't tame a people who can't even tame themselves.
That's so
10
true.
seconds to
They're
go.
not even civilized. They're like animals. It's like trying to have an empire over the
5
untamed
seconds
forests
before
of Siberia.
insertion.
You just can't do it.
The bomb's location and defuse it. Recover the diffuser. The diffuser has been recovered.
Did he just hit me twice and I'm gone? And I'm knocked? Let me see this, please. Yeah, he just hit my shoulder twice and took my life away. I beat.
Drop the diffuser. Friendly, last operator.
Yeah.
We have been eliminated.
Yeah, year ticks happen in April, not in January. It's because the game starts in April.
I was about to say that.
Perish.
Perish.
Yes.
That's not my name.
Okay. Would you? How amicable would you be if I went ahead and I offered you vassalization?
I would say no,
That's interesting. Why?
because I'm Sicilian.
That's not very explanatory.
It is pretty simple.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
How do you figure?
I don't bow to anyone.
That's interesting. Give it a few years to Aragon.
Why do you think so many people have lost? So many countries have lost control of Sicily because no one can keep it because we're that niggas.
Yo, Steven.
Oh,
10
Can you
seconds.
track with no clothes on?
I did not hear that. You cut out.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
What?
Fell into the
You located a bomb. Make your way to its location and
Have you ever woken up on a train track with no clothes on?
No.
X has. X? Yeah. He definitely has.
Exit. That guy, the one that's been dead for a very long time.
Yep.
I'm not exactly present right now. I'm looking at my parliament. Hold on. Forgive me.
He's rage baiting? He's rage baiting?
Is he rage baiting? What a guy.
I sure have, brother. Body shot queen.
Hella laws right now. I got 2 laws.
Body shot queen.
Op 4 last
Body shot
op.
queen. Where'd he go?
Laws have no power. Laws only have
Am I tweaking?
power granted to them by the obedience of the people.
Throwing frag grenade.
Op 4 eliminated.
broomsticks that shoot magical black dust.
That's what a gun is, actually, funnily enough.
No, that is not a gun.
What is a firearm then, if not a magic stick that shoots black dust?
If it ain't got a switch on it, it ain't no gun.
Whoa.
Okay, well,
Whoa.
we're not in fucking Chicago.
You're gonna
alright?
get in trouble, brother.
If you can't put a switch on it, it ain't a gun.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
There are muskets taller than people. I don't think you can put a switch on those, but I would also very much recommend that you acknowledge them as firearms.
Wall secure!
In that 3 minutes, I will.
You better not miss. Well, that's why me and my boys firing a lot.
Wall secured!
Yeah, but you all are standing in a line. And
10 seconds to insert. 5 seconds.
Dracula flow lyrics, honestly.
Op 4
This ain't nothing to me, man.
Reinforcing the wall!
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I don't care if I lied. I didn't need to see the price tag anyway.
That goes hard.
The
That goes
ops
hard.
must have amnesia.
That was a bar.
That is bar. The ops must have amnesia. They forgot I'm him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Electric sensor on.
Op 4, last stop standing.
Throwing impact.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Other ones are just shit posts. What did brother just see?
He said popped a perk 30, got straight to fucking.
You're watching it right now?
I think one of my favorites is, "We're smoking crack cocaine, you stupid piece of shit. I'll fucking kill you."
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
He said smoking fentanyl laced with
Dracula flows.
Like
They took the bait.
Op 4, last stop standing. Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Oh man, that was funny.
You see,
I just hear a noise. Homie's just right behind me. Bit on that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you got there. Oola. Oola.
this shit ain't nothing to me, man.
this shit ain't nothing to me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I thank you so much, Steven.
Yeah, if you ever hear anyone say this shit ain't nothing to me, man, now you know exactly where it's from.
Oh my gosh. It's that Dracula flow. We get it back in blood. That is a crazy one.
It's astounding how many bars he has. Ostensibly from a couple of guys sitting there fucking around in a bald cap and a cape.
Bro, it's not even a bald cap, bro. It's a marker on his bald head.
I could have sworn he's wearing a bald cap. Hold on.
No, he's actually bald, and they
Oh, he
chose
is, he
not
is.
their hair.
No, you're correct.
His hair is marker. That nigga, bro, that nigga did not get his hair done in Turkey. That nigga got his hair done in Ham.
I gotta get that Turkish hair maestro.
Oh my gosh. Bro, 1 year in Dagestan? Nah, 1 year with
One
Dracula
year,
flow, bro.
1 year in Dagestan and forget. You know, I don't know why, but this reminded me. They made because Miles Morales is Black Spider-Man. They put Miles Morales if he was in like other superhero positions, right? So like one of them is, Miles Morales is Thor.
Friendly
And
drone
at some
deployed.
point,
Op 4 is
you know how
reinforcing
Thor
its
often
location.
says by Odin's beard? Well, Miles Morales, because he's black, says by Odin's face. And it kills me. And the worst part is that's not the worst like race twist that Marvel has done. They had Black Doc Ock, and I'm not fucking with you. They called him Blacktavius.
Insertion in 10 seconds.
God, you're joking. What is this? What
I'm
is this?
5 seconds to go.
just looked up Blacktavius.
Found the bomb. Instantly lose
No,
location.
it is. It's an official Marvel comic. It is. The Auto Blacktavius. 10-6.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. Friendly, last operator standing. The diffuser is now secured.
Oh,
We have been eliminated.
Also, they modeled Valhalla off of like downtown Detroit, and so there's like shoelaces hanging off of telephone wires in Valhalla because he's black, and which is I think one of the most charged fucking images that Marvel has ever produced, and they did it on accident.
Bro, I don't understand why we just keep. Like, why are we? Oh, why? Why are we? No way. Oh my gosh.
What? What do you see?
I'm seeing a panel from
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing
Black
its location.
Thor comic.
Oh,
And
no.
Asgard is literally just
Yeah, that's
Which
the
it-
one he sounds good. Yeah, it looks like-
Asgard is literally
Yeah, it's downtown fucking New York.
the Bronx. It's literally just the Bronx. There's a power line with sneakers.
Yeah, that's what I
10
mentioned.
seconds before insertion. 5
Yeah,
seconds to
in
go.
fucking Asgard. Because he's black. Because the only
Found a
thing
bomb.
that they
Make
can
your way to its
possibly
location and
conceive of
defuse
as
it.
relating to a black person is a fucking, sneakers hanging from a telephone wire. I'm reloading.
Reminds me of the children. Grenade out. Ready to push them out.
One Op 4 remaining.
Track stingers in play.
Diffuser is online and active.
Reloading. Walk, you can fight.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Doesn't really matter. But like in situations like this one where they're trying to do it out of a motivation to be representational and they're doing it terribly, in that case, it's like, yeah, this one could have spent more time in the fucking cooker. Man, maybe you could have done literally anything else with your time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying, but like to me, I personally don't give a crap about the representation thing. Like I could give like a rat's ass about all that. Just give me a character and don't ever change the race, because that's just weird and confusing to me. But the reason why I think even characters where it's like skin color or whatever.
Be ready to
isn't
engage Op 4.
part of their story
10 seconds.
That's why, like, I was able to, like, she looks like me, so it's like I was able
5
to
seconds to insertion. Op 4 has located a bomb.
Camera feed is running. Ready for
That's why I still think, even in situations, which I agree, this has nothing to do with the story, but I still think it's messed up.
reloading ammo. Mine active and ready. Shield up and running. Camera in position. Shield is with me. Placing is here. Try not to break it.
I dare him to try and get past this.
One friendly remaining. Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
I would disagree that it has to do with live action. I think what matters is it digestible to them? Like, a kid isn't going to enjoy watching a little kid is not going to enjoy watching Attack on Titan just because it's animated. Just like a
Probably
kid
not.
isn't going to enjoy watching Oppenheimer. Like, I don't think
That's
it has
not true.
anything to do
That's not
with
true.
being live.
Oh,
Okay, bro. I don't I don't think it has anything to do with being live action. I think it has everything to do with whether or not the plot and the story beats are digestible for
I would agree with that. It's digestibility, and animated movies are more digestible than live action.
I don't think so.
For
There's a lot of
children.
slop action movies out there that are extremely digestible for children. Teenage Mutant Ninja
Sure.
Turtles, Transformers,
Be ready to
and
eliminate
all these
hostiles.
other like action movies. You know, even in the 90s, when we've seen kids were always watching Jackie Chan and
Kids were also watching. Speaking of the '90s, the animated version. The animated version.
exactly, because it's digestible.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
the common factor in all these movies is digestibility, and I don't think
Yeah.
there's
I'm not necessarily
Down to 10 seconds.
saying that they do. I'm just saying that animated movies, because digestibility is the thing that's marketed towards kids, and that is true. I'll agree with that. Animated
Op 4
movies
has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
the main thing put out for kids. You know, Jackie Chan movies, right, are marketed more as like family movies, right? They're not necessarily marketed strictly as children movies, in the same way that a lot of animated animated
One secured!
suck.
Last operator standing. Op 4, last stop standing. Down to 15 seconds.
Okay.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
I don't think I claimed that live actions don't target kids. It's just which one does it more, you know? Which one's the greater target?
Yeah, but if we're talking about Disney movies, as Disney itself, putting Disney's name on it, making a remake of an old children's movie, I think it's safe to assume that the target demographic is children.
Okay. So, in terms of like consumption, adults are the ones who consume more live action Disney content. But the reason that I would say, like on the face of it, it seems like intuitive and obvious that they would be making it for kids. But because the consumer demographics pan out that it's actually more adults, Disney as a corporation whose sole purpose is to make money knows that. They pay attention to who buys their films and who consumes them and will market accordingly. Right.
Agreed.
So I suppose it's more of a token of assumption on my point that Disney is going to do what's best for their corporation and market towards adults, which, you know, maybe that's not true. Maybe Disney is under the delusion that kids just fucking love live action, you know, Disney movie.
No,
Disney
I think you make a
remakes.
good point. I think that's a good point. You know, they would notice the demographic because it is true that it's mostly adults watching that shit. I think they would obviously see those numbers and
Marketing.
plans for who they're targeting in the market. Yeah. So I think that's a good point. It's just I guess I was kind of clouded by that, still clouded by that, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Because
yeah, no, like it's very intuitive that Disney movies are for kids, you know, like you know, no shit kind of thing.
That's not even like what doesn't make sense to me. It's not even that part. It's because Disney has always tried to target both children and adults. They've always put like little adult jokes that go over the children's head in their movies, even their old cartoons. So that's not a new thing. What is just confusing to me is that the fact that their main target for the audience would be adults. The reason why that's confusing to me.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
As adults, when we watch something for nostalgia's sake, a sequel or something, we don't want you to change it. We just want the same of what we had as a child. Now, doesn't mean it has to be exactly the same, but it has to have the same spirit and
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Eyes on the prize.
I'm not damn.
She deployed.
If you're gonna do it, just make a new story. Make a sequel where it's like she's a different mermaid or something. She's not Ariel. She's something else. And I think people like that. It's just the fact that you change something.
Deploying nitro cell.
That's what they're pissed off about. You could have made Ariel Latina. You could have made Ariel freaking Chinese or Japanese or Indian. Even if Ariel was a
Reloading.
One friendly operator.
Okay.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Agree that we would have also seen backlash, but from different people, you know, and for some different reasons.
I agree, but here's where we're gonna disagree because I think what you're stating, we both agree that it would have been from different people, but I think we both are meaning it in a different way. I think you're meaning that it would have just been black people that would have been pissed off and white people wouldn't have cared.
What?
I think it would be different. I think white people and black people would have been pissed.
What?
I think that too. I just think for different reasons. I don't think it would have been as much of a I don't think it would have focused as much on
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
nostalgia or keeping things the way they are. I think it would have been over a like loss of representation. Right? And maybe there would be like a demographic split where more minority viewers would care about the demographic or about the representational loss and crossover between, you know, nostalgia and representational loss and whatever else. But I do think there's a bigger motivation nostalgia. But then again,
Down to 10
I have not conducted a survey or an analysis. I am speaking out of my ass.
5
I'm
seconds
going
to
to leave that to
insertion.
the sociologists.
Changing mag.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Yeah, but the reason why I would say is that it wouldn't
I will watch over us. We are protected.
One friendly operator remaining.
So you just get in that quick?
One Op 4 remaining. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Blade's character, the difference is that part of Blade's character is that he's a black man, you know? Like that's
Black?
part of, like, yeah, black. That's sort of part, like, I haven't read very many Blade comics, but I do know that his race pops up every now and then, right? So part of Blade is that he's a black man. If you change him to being white, he's not Blade anymore, you know? He's a guy with the same name, right? But I'm going to be a little bit agitatory, and I'm going to say that back in if you change Ariel from, like, again, just as an example, as like from black to white, someone who race doesn't factor into it very much.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing your location.
You probably would see individual say some like black individuals being frustrated that they're losing some nostalgia, but I don't think you would actually see that from white people, because white people wouldn't have watched it because the black person, they wouldn't care. I think that's probably the split there, right? Maybe that's way more agitatory than pans out in reality, but that is my gut towards how white people tend to consume content with black characters and black protagonists.
See the bomb location and defuse it.
Is that your natural hair color, Ash? The world would love to know.
Shut up, Swapping mags.
Are we in sight? Hello?
Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser. Op 4 last stop standing. Op 4 eliminated.
If you can use that word against institutions, intend to be, you know.
Well, here's my question.
I'm coming at it from a very sort of camera down on the country kind of position, but yes.
Here's my question. As a person of mixed blood and being with family that is even darker than me, do you think that I or my family can't recognize racism that would be there?
That you can't?
Do you think that we cannot recognize it?
I don't think that anything about your race or your demographic would preclude you from being able
Friendly drone deployed. Op
but
4 is
I would
reinforcing
not
its
rule
location.
out that there are personal blind spots. I have personal blind spots, and I'm someone who tries to be able to, you know? So I don't think your demographic would preclude you.
So as a person in the demographic that would actually firsthand experience this,
somewhat fortunate
5 seconds before
of living
insertion.
in an urban area of a province.
Proceed to bomb location and defuse.
If we lived in somewhere where it was a lot more incisive and there was a lot more racial friction, like if we lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or like Newton,
You're all
versus
mine.
something just naturally makes you less.
They always get so
One
tough.
friendly operator remaining.
I think if it's not at the forefront,
We have been eliminated.
I'm not gonna say that you're not like facing it every day. You're a rich man. Of course. But for a lot of Black Americans, it is like a day-to-day driver of how they interact with the society around them. Right? I think that that is a difference that Black Topekans have from, again, like someone who's Black in Tulsa, which is a very racist city. I just think that there is a difference there, and someone in Tulsa who is more confronted with it, who has to live with it as a more intrusive sort of force in their day-to-day, is going to be naturally more aware of it because it is an more active danger to them as a person than someone who, listen, this is the first and last time I'm ever going to say this, who was fortunate enough to live in Topeka, where there is moderately less. I'm not saying Topeka's not racist. I'm just saying that it's less racist than the national average.
Interesting. Okay. So, I would argue that Topeka is not racist. There are racists here. I've met a few. They're
Oh, yeah.
extremely rare. And I've also met people that I find ignorant, but I wouldn't call them racist.
Hmm.
And
I think that's a
it's
good distinction to make.
I think there is a misunderstanding between a racist and someone who's ignorant.
No, I don't think so.
We draw this distinction
so,
a
Kenny?
lot.
No, I'm just chatting.
We drew this distinction in our philosophy class.
I think your opinion is. I think your opinion is useful, Kenan. Do you
I
not
forgot.
think so? Do you
I forgot the
disagree?
question already. You would have to re-say it for me
Ready
to.
to eliminate hostiles.
Is
I think
there?
there is a misunderstanding between
What is ignorant? Like just. Like, what do you mean by ignorant? The
effect of certain actions or words, or thinks it's a joke or funny.
10 seconds to insertion.
And there's others who actually
5
have
seconds.
strong emotions and actually have a hate or dislike to
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
with a purpose take actions that affect that people.
Is there a difference?
Is there a difference, or would you call them both racist?
No, there's a difference.
Yeah. See?
So
I would say there's a
in philosophy, in our philosophy class, we drew this distinction between racist and racially insensitive, right? And I do agree. I think there is a meaningful distinction that rests on intentionality, right? But I do think that racial insensitivity, despite perhaps not being as directly harmful as racism, is still very much like a social padding that racists are very much able to take advantage of. You know?
I agree. Racists take advantage of that distinction, but I don't think that changes anything, because people will take advantage of anything, and you can't stop that. And that doesn't mean you should group them all together.
I think that's true.
That's my opinion on it. I think there's
I
a lot
suppose
more people that are ignorant that people would call racist, and I don't think they're actually racist.
I think that's right, but I still do think that there are more racists than we would like. That was kind of...
0. That's more than I like.
Yeah, no, as I said, that was more of I'm trying to be diplomatic. I think that there are more racist than you do. I think that there are even probably more racially insensitive. I think that truly non-racist people is probably a minority in the country. Or non-racist and non-racially insensitive. I think that most people are racially insensitive. And I think that the amount of people who are non-racist and non-racially insensitive and the people who are racist are probably equal around.
Okay. You say you think that you
Down to 15 seconds. Op 4, last stop standing. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
I think there's a lot of them. I think that's where all the confusion comes from and misunderstanding racially insensitive and ignorant people being racist.
I see. Okay. So we probably agree on a lot more than.
Yeah, I think there's like tons of them. But I don't think there's that many racists. I think actual racists are like extremely rare. Like I think it's really, really hard to come by those people.
I think we will disagree on that one then.
Because I personally, and even people that I have been around that are darker than me,
be ready to engage Op 4.
never find them. And the times that they do tell me about stories, that they would call me racist. It's been very rare that I've ever run into it. So that I would think is actually racist.
Last stop standing. Only remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Black? Black?
I have experienced myself against me, against black people that didn't know me, and just kind of I maybe had short hair at that time, and my hair wasn't that curly or anything, and I looked really white. I wasn't out in the sun that time or something. That mistook me for a pure blood white and or something, and I've experienced that personally and seen it and heard it amongst people that I care about, that I actually am close with, talking about white people, and I think that there's more racist black people than there are white people.
I think
Friendly drone
Any
deployed.
other race.
Op 4 is
I
reinforcing its
actually-
location.
I think openly there's more openly black racist than white. They don't sometimes they don't even see it as racism though, and that's the problem.
So, okay, so that's one thing I was going to hit on. I don't think intentionality does matter to a degree, right?
10 seconds to go.
In as much as you can direct harm if you're intentional. But I
5
don't
seconds.
think that being racist requires intentional racist. I think
Found a bomb.
passively,
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Some or another thing about black people that amounts to a racist conception, but you don't intentionally believe that makes you lesser in that way, right? Like there's this idea that feel less pain, right? Which is an idea that was born from the idea that we can lose a black person on the phone because they treat them. That idea survived in the medical field, right? I think that a doctor who has the conception that black people feel less pain is, he's not a mask wearing sees in a different, often worse way than white people, right? I would say that doctor is racist, even if he doesn't mean it, right? Even if he changed rather easily, he would still be in that moment where he hasn't changed. People feel less pain, whatever. That's not, it's the same train of thought that would lead one to believe that white people have, bigger brains or whatever, or they're more naturally cunning, and black people are more naturally animalistic. It varies minorly in degree, but it's the same train of thought. It would not be very difficult at all to move from one to the other. And also, it's not true. The fact of the matter is that there really aren't these genetic markers that make different races better at some things and worse at others, right? It's not a real thing.
Friendly drone
To
deployed.
have this
Op
idea
4 is
that some
reinforcing
races
its
are
location.
essentially some kind of way, I think is racist. I mean, not just because it's not too far from being antagonistic, but also because it makes you conceive of these human beings in a different way than you conceive of other human beings, when really that doesn't bear out.
Okay, so here's
insertion in 5
that
seconds.
I kind of think about, or ideas that I think about.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
That if this, whether true or not, was recognized.
Swapping bags. Drone is ready to go.
Op 4 remaining. The operator remaining.
I did not know there was a hatch in there.
You're going to be attracted to someone who looks more like you. That's just how biologically we work. But it doesn't mean that that is the rule. You know, there are exceptions and stuff, and people can be attracted to people who look different, but generally. So if people are more likely to be with people they look more like, and especially during times where you know, we don't have all the technology we have that make traveling and communication easier, they're going to stick with generally the people that are in their area and their environment. So genetic traits, it wouldn't be crazy to say that certain genetic traits would be more prevalent in certain groups of people. Not because their skin color, but that's just a, you know, a kind of a byproduct of certain groups of people sticking with their same groups of people. Do you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I would say that that's true, but that doesn't amount to race, right? There is a distinction there. I would also say that it's probably less true that you are attracted to people who look like you and more that you're attracted to people who you are familiar with. We see that there is more racial difference.
Okay. That's better wording.
Within,
I agree with you.
within a group of people, we see a greater genetic difference. Or I guess better wording. Within a race of people, we see more genetic difference than we see between races. That is to say that if you look at the differences between white and black people, right, you will see comparatively fewer differences as a whole than you will see between a Nigerian and a Rwandan, right? So the proclivity to breed with people who are within your immediate area, which is real, we'll agree with that. And the generation of genetic traits specific to a particular area, which are never big enough to classify as a race, or they're never that changing about a person. It's usually phenotypical. You know, your hair is longer, or your hair is curly.
Friendly drone
or it's
deployed.
more
Op
fine,
4
or
is
whatever,
reinforcing its
that
location.
kind of thing. That those don't necessarily amount to a conception of race, right? So race and regional characteristics are different, and it would be a mistake to conflate the two. I'm not saying you are, but like if someone does, it would be a mistake.
I get what you're saying, but here's my point. I agree with you on that.
10 seconds before
All
insertion.
other races, except for all other colors.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
I agree with you.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Skin colors and all that, except for black people. And here's my reasoning. I don't think it's makes a lot of sense that African Americans specifically would have certain genetic traits that would
Tango located. Second floor. Target located. First floor.
One friendly operator remaining. You have dropped the diffuser. All friendlies have been eliminated.
Yeah, it was busted, bro. I mean, like,
certain genetic markers, majority of them within the group of African Americans because of the situation that they were in and how they were treated and bred like stock.
freaking American.
I would say that it did not occur over a. It wasn't as uniform nor as long term as it would have needed to be to amount to true essential genetic differences, right? Like if it was localized, like you could probably do that with people if it was localized within like an area or a city, but over the entirety of the Cotton Belt, over the entirety of the southern United States,
Friendly drone
it's
deployed.
it's,
Op
it's
4 is
basically impossible to do that
location.
over an entire demographic. And the current kind of we do see that African Americans run faster over in like track, right? But that's not so much a genetic thing as it is a social thing. You said they were conditioned, right? It's a social conditioning. So if you are conditioned to be very physically fit, and that kind of trait gets passed down, and it would, trauma
10
is
seconds before insertion.
it's not genetic, but it is
5 seconds before insertion.
heritable. Trauma is a heritable thing, right? Not
You've located a
genetic,
bomb.
not
Make your
inheritable.
way to its location and
Socially
defuse it.
intact.
I'm more than happy letting the wrecking balls go first.
Great.
I will agree that there
longer in your
What is going on?
Activating adrenaline surge. I'm reloading!
I have no interest in knowing personally, but I'm not gonna and I don't see how that's racist. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't necessarily because on the face of it, the picture that you painted is a very intuitive picture, right? I don't but also it's not insane to maybe have that inkling or notion. But I would say that a lot of it, a lot of the people who go into that, a lot of them are just probably racially, right? But we can use that way. But
One friendly operator
a lot
remaining.
of them are looking for differences. They go into it from the outset looking for differences to confirm their bias. There is a pre-existing always presuppose
Diffuser is now secured.
in
You must
some
recover the
essential way.
diffuser. Op 4 eliminated all.
They go looking for lives of the way that African Americans were treated like stock and cattle, and they'll point to that picture and they'll say, "See, I was right. They're treated like cows, therefore they're beholden to the same, eugenicist program as cattle," right? But they went into it with the need to confirm a pre-existing notion of race. That notion doesn't pan out. It's not true. Regardless, they went into it with that kind of mindset. I would say most people who ask that question are doing that. Some of them are innocently interrogative, right? As innocent as you can be when it comes to race, but that's neither here nor there.
Where's it at
But
then?
Yeah, I think we
If
said
it's not here or there, where's it at then?
well, it's here actually. I changed my mind.
Okay.
We're talking about it now. Anyway.
Be ready to engage Op 4.
yeah, I think it just comes down to us disagreeing in a mindset. My mindset is innocent of proven guilty. Until the nigga shows to me that he's actually racist, I will be racist. Unless I can see evidence through his actions and his screenshot of watching him through, like being around him in like private and public, and being able to see that those interactions, I can assume it's,
10 seconds left.
have them, just
5 seconds.
insensitive.
Op 4 is located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
I just have the mindset of innocent till proven guilty. Show me evidence that I'm racist. Then know that I'm not gonna call him racist. I don't know.
Yeah, I would.
Being bullied.
Loading new magazine.
Friendly
racism has been a persistent strain in the United States, I am much more naturally defensive. I don't necessarily care about whether or not some random white guy is a racist, right? Whether John Doe is a racist or not doesn't really affect me. What does affect me is that there's a lot of John Does, right? It's much more of like a wider there is a wider program that I am committed to that makes me not really care about the individual that much. The individual is important and that the individual should be happy and healthy and live a long life. That is all true for the individual. But I'm not going to interrogate the exact, the individual is important in as much as the individual is part of a collective, is the way that I would say it.
Yeah. I gotta get to bed, but last
Right.
thing, last claim, last like point, like idea, like kind of like perspective I have on things and theory based on what I think I know. I think the smarter a person is, um, the chance of them being racist drops significantly, but the chance of them being racially insensitive raises exponentially. I think smarter people, the smarter you are, higher IQ, whatever, the less you kind of give a fuck about hurting someone's feelings. But it doesn't mean that I don't think they have hate for groups of people. I think they just give less of a fuck or just kind of ignorant, just don't know, don't understand it from a analytical, logical uh, um, mindset of thinking. I think the lower the IQ, the less smart someone is, more likely that they are prone to acquiring the mindset of being racist.
I
And
would say
I think that higher IQ people that, because of their racial ignorance or whatever, or insensitivity, uh, can confuse lower IQ people in what and be confused in what they're trying to say and misinterpret it as, oh yeah, we gotta hate a certain type of people, when that's not what the smarter person is saying.
I think that intelligent people, there are markers to being an intelligent person, like curiosity, inquisitiveness, an openness about the world, those kind of things that would make them, and hopefully introspectiveness, that kind of thing. Those kind of markers for intelligence make people less likely, if they hold those markers, to be racist first and foremost, because duh. And also, I think it would make them less likely to be racially insensitive because they're naturally more self-interrogating, right? Is what you would expect from an intelligent person that holds those markers. So I would say that intelligent people, truly intelligent people, are less racist and less racially insensitive as a whole.
Hmm.
I don't
Maybe
think that. Go on.
I could see that true for some people, but I think a lot of my personal belief, I think a lot of more intelligent people, the more intelligent you are, you would give less of a fuck because you'd be so exhausted in trying to explain and jump through hoops on in your wording and why you what you're trying to say, just to not offend people who can't actually understand what you're saying. Uh, I think that a lot of smarter people just get tired of having to jump through hoops and say things a certain way so that less intelligent, not that they're stupid, but less intelligent people don't misunderstand what they're trying to express or say.
I think that's probably true, but I don't think that what I'm saying and what you're saying are necessarily mutually exclusive. I think that intelligent people are less racist and less racially insensitive. And also, they're very much tired about needing to delineate that fact. I think that's I think they could probably be construed because if someone intelligent is talking about race is such a hot button thing, and trying to give a nuanced take on it, as nuanced as you can be, right?
Yeah.
Will like because you're kind of towing that dangerous line. You're in dangerous territory that opens you up for people to kind of pick you apart, and so that would probably make them more exhausted. But I still don't think that that exhaustion would amount to a racial insensitivity. Is how I would think of it.
Okay.
We spent
Interesting
less
talk,
time
though.
playing. We spent less time playing EU5 and more time yapping about race. What
As
how's
that
the day
happens.
go by?
Yeah. It's always nice, though. I love our talks. It's not
Yeah.
often I get to get political with the other side and not be stabbed in the heart.
Well, I've known you for long enough to know that you're not a Nazi, so that's all I care about. Like,
Definitely not an Uncle Ruckus, that's for sure. I love my people.
no,
I
no,
just
you're
think they take
not
shit
an
out of
Uncle
hand.
Ruckus.
I just think my people kind of take things too far and misunderstand shit that's not there.
The nigga will make excuses. He will use words he don't really know.
I had that one saved for this exact situation.
He's so right. I do that all the time. It's in my blood. I was
Oh
cursed.
no, he's a bioessentialist. Oh, he cut out.
Did he? What happened?
Oh, he cut out. Uh-oh. Atreides, you have to unmute your mic.
Did he?
Oh, I think he muted his mic.
Sorry, I closed my software. I forgot I need this
Oh.
open. But yeah, I said thanks for the talk in the game. It's always nice, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's really refreshing being able to, you know, kill people by the masses in the game and talk over political stuff and
Speaking
be
of
a
the game,
dictator.
did you glean anything? Do you understand the game like a little bit more?
I think what I need to do is just play one country and stick with it.
Probably.
Which is hard for my ability to. I get bored of a country, so it's kind of hard. So I don't like playing it all the time. But I think what I do need to do is just play one country, play it over and over and over, and understand one country good enough that I can get a basic understanding of to use on every other country. But because I think it's because I play different countries every time that I get lost, confused because quite a few things are different. But if I can learn one country and learn the basics, the universal basics, I think I'll get really good. So I think I'm just going to try to stick with one country from now on and play that over and over, even by myself, because I think that's what I need to do. I'm doing the wrong thing. And I think there's also like evidence that that's what works for me is because in EU4 I did that same thing. I used to play as the Ottomans all the time, like over and over and over.
Real.
And then that's how I learned the game. And then I could apply those universal basics to every other country.
I see. Well, that makes this multiplayer game rather perfect then, because we're kind of stuck on the country that we pick.
Yeah.
So we just need to be able to do this somewhat regularly.
Yeah, I'm trying to do every Tuesday. I put it on my calendar now, so I should remember. I got confused with Tuesdays and Thursdays last time. Yeah.
Well, every Tuesday should work.
Do we know if we're doing D&D tomorrow? Or is it
I
still
will
postponed
ask. It's sort of up in the air. I'll ask Nick tomorrow how he's feeling.
Like I don't want to push him. Like if he's still not feeling good, then that's fine.
No.
Like,
I also definitely don't want to push him, but I will ask. If I don't get a text by like 3, I'll ask him, and I'll tell you one way or the other.
All right, bet that works.
Yep.
All right, I'll
That
talk
goes
to
for
you
you
again.
too, Keenan. All right,
What's
well,
up?
easy. I mean, that goes for you too. D&D maybe tomorrow.
Okay, bet.
All right.
See you,
Good
man.
night,
Love. Yeah, good night.
Love.
Later, boss. Later, boss. Later, boss.